Hello, I'm Teacher Lu. Let's begin our MPBOT 609 training. Today's topic is getting started with MPBOT 609. First, it's a very unique product that can be programmed without a computer. This micro-brain programming is primarily achieved through the controller on top. Next, we need to understand how it integrates with some of our core electronic components. Let's first look at the parameters of the core components. The core of the product is the controller I just mentioned. It's equipped with 2 motors, mainly for driving the robot's movements, and 2 spindle boxes for motion transmission. It has an infrared sensor, also known as infrared obstacle avoidance, and a sound sensor, also known as a sound intensity sensor. It is equipped with 2 light modules, one red and one green. Furthermore, we have 109 LEGO 9656 set compatible bricks to assist it in the visual design of some projects, as well as the implementation of robot transmission. With these core components, we can program robots. These are pictures of the core components. Let's get to know them together. This is the controller. You can see it has different ports on top, which we can connect to control our electronic components. There's also a charging port on the side. The surface has many programmable buttons. Then we have 2 motors. The motors look similar to the spindle boxes, but they look different from the back. The motors provide power, allowing our robot to move. And these 2 are the spindle boxes, which transmit power to both sides. This is an infrared sensor, with both a transmitter and a receiver. It connects via a Type-C port and can be connected to the controller. This is a sound sensor, which senses sound volume to make judgments. It also has the same port on the back. These 2 are red and green lights, respectively. They also have the same ports on the back. Furthermore, the structure above can be built onto the big block. We also provide 2 types of cables to these core electronic components. This MPC controller is like the human brain. Let's take a look at its appearance to get a basic understanding of this controller. The controller has many different buttons for programming. The side features the switch and charging port. Here's the screen, used to display the program. The top has 4 ports for connecting electronic components. To use it, first press and hold the power button for 1 second. The screen will light up. However, if it's your first time using it and pressing and holding doesn't work, it's possible that a small plastic piece on the back was installed during transportation to prevent accidental activation. This needs to be removed before use. Please note this. After powering on, we can use these buttons. There are several types of buttons. First, the first row is for single motor rotation, and the second row is for dual motor rotation. Here are the sensor buttons. Here are the lights. Here is the buzzer. And then there are buttons for repeat execution, speed adjustment, etc. Note that this is the mode button, which we will learn about in detail later. On the back of the controller, we can see some round holes. The battery is located there. These round holes allow it to be freely assembled into our big blocks. That's a basic understanding of the controller's appearance. Now, let's continue to learn more about the controller. Let's look at the interfaces above, which are A, B, C, D. Although these interfaces look the same, they have a functional distinction. There's a 1-to-1 correspondence principle when wiring. Interfaces A and B are mainly used to connect motors, while interfaces C and D can be used to connect additional actuators and sensors, such as lights, infrared sensors, and sound sensors. Therefore, We must connect them according to their corresponding rules. If we plug a motor into interface C, you'll find that it doesn't move, so we need to distinguish between them. Secondly, there's the switch, which is both for turning the device on and off. If you press and hold it for 1 second, it turns on and the screen lights up. If you continue pressing and holding for another second, it turns off. Then there is a charging interface on the side, and its cable is also Type-C. The battery is located on the back, and we don't usually need to remove it. The first time you use it, you need to remove the small plastic piece before it can be used normally. Okay, that concludes the basic overview of this product. We will continue to update with training videos. Thank you for watching.